Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com and a quick first impressions gameplay video for Krosmaga, free-to-play CCG developed by Ankama Games. I'll spend out 10 to 15 minutes running around, check this game out, make comments. If you guys want to play Krosmaga or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. So let's go and get started. Yes, the game is trying to compete with Shadowverse and Hearthstone, yet another CCG, free-to-play CCG is trying to do so. And also the game name sounds a lot like Krosmaga, which is some Israeli martial art. Anyway, let's go and get started. Some of the core differences here, although, some of the cards look familiar, the card mechanics are very similar to Hearthstone, and even the fact that you draw 3 cards and then mulligan the ones you don't want is, again, very similar to Shadowverse and Hearthstone. However, the goal of the game is a tad bit different. Essentially, instead of trying to just destroy your enemy's HP, you have to destroy 2 of their 5 eggs over here, 2 of their 5 Dofuses. However, 2 of those 5 Dofuses are fake Dofuses, meaning if you kill it, you don't make any progress towards victory, which is a bit odd. So there's some RNG involved with that, some unluckiness. However, you do get a slight bonus for doing it. So we can summon minions down. Leader, what does leader do? The effect applies as long as the minion is on the battlefield. +1 attack to your other minions. It's actually pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and summon that, and we can pick a lane to summon it in. And depending on where you place it, you get a bonus. You see these 5 little orbs I have over here? We drop it over here, we get an extra card. And that bonus is now gone. We summon over here, we receive a curse card. If we summon it here, we get 1 AP in reserve. AP is just the game's mana. So it gives you a little bonus to summon cards on multiple lanes, and taking advantage of those bonuses early on is definitely pretty good. Because that 1 extra AP, which is your mana, definitely helps a lot more early on than later. So we summon the Strawberry Jelly, which looks mega cute. Pretty sure we're both using beginner decks, so it should be a-okay and balanced. Gives 1 movement speed to another minion. So we're going to drop this guy. Let's go drop that over there. And you give a bonus speed to this guy. And our turn is over. This guy's gonna start moving now. All movement is done at the end of turns. Though we are gonna get mega boom by this guy. He's got, I probably should have stunned that actually. Misplay. Did I have mana to do it? Yeah, I could have stunned that guy. Because he's gonna hit me for 2 mana and kill my dude, 2 HP and kill my dude over here. Had I stunned him, I would have been okay. Oh man, he looks so cute when he's rolling. It's alright. We'll still win this. Confers, I'm not sure why I use the word confer. Who says confer? But it gives +2 AP and 2 armor to one of your minions. So we can get jelly as well. Do we have mana for anything else? We can stun that guy. Oh man, that guy's got 5. We can zap that guy later. This guy's gonna move here at the end of my turn, and he's gonna move there. We're gonna have to be fighting soon, so I should probably do something to that. Let's go ahead and let's drop this over here and put our other jelly over there. Put the weak jelly down over here. The 1/1 jelly can easily trade with this, and it'll be pretty good. I still have 2 on reserve, and this guy is strong. He's got so much armor. What do we do against this guy? He's gonna give us issues. Whatever. Let's go do this. Get our mana, and let's stun him, and leave him stunned for now. And hopefully get a good card. And turn for now. So other cards actually change movement speeds on other cards, as well as move your other cards. So my other minions charge by 1 cell at the start of every turn if I have this guy out, it looks like. So there are some, there's a lot more to keep track of. It's almost like Faria to a degree where you're paying attention to the map as well as the cards. So it introduces a few different elements to the game. However, the core gameplay is still similar to Shadowverse and Hearthstone. I mean, the way the cards work and they interact is very similar. If you played any other online CCG before, learning and playing Krosmaga should definitely not be too different. Probably my favorite part of this game, though, is the art style. I think it's gorgeous. The animations, they all look really pretty and really bright. The game is also available on both PC and mobile, all on the same account, which makes it super, super convenient. So this guy costs 6 mana, and it's a charge. Interesting. Minion moves forward while attacking minions and encounters in close combat. Nice. This will trade. I'm gonna have issues on this lane, though. This guy's so strong. He's got 4 armor. He's got 5. He's a 5/5. I have a 2/2 over there. So what can we do? Next turn, a guy's gonna move up, and I don't want to fight this guy though. I make my guy 4/4, but that's not enough. Can we +1 attack to your other minions? We can play this. That's actually pretty good. We'll drop this guy over there. And now, if I have mana, I can actually. This is not bad. If I buff my guy, we'll be essentially a 5/5. We'll have 5 damage. We can kill this guy, and our turn is over. Also, there's some mind games involved as well. If you're not defending one of your lanes. Basically, you can kind of, like, this guy didn't put a minion down over here. He could be kind of signaling that there's nothing important there. That could be one of his fake Dofuses. Or he just didn't put a minion there just yet. So, it's just weird that there is a lot of RNG. A lot of cards are involved with RNG. Like, there are cards that literally roll a 1d6, and you get, like, up to 6 different cards out of that. And there's a lot of randomness in this game. I mean, obviously, Shadowverse and Hearthstone also are randomness. And most collectible card games do. But I think Faria probably has some of the least randomness of the card games I've played. But if you hate randomness, you're definitely gonna hate the RNG and luck of this game as well. Another cool thing is there's actually a lot of different classes in the game, which I'll show you my collection after this. So we got First Strike, and apparently he blew my guy up earlier. He played, what did he play to kill me? He did something to kill me. I didn't even see what he did. Can I see his cards? Whatever. He destroyed my guy in here. I am in trouble. And that's a real Dofus. If he kills that, we're gonna have a bad time. And we have a 3/6. It looks like. It's not gonna be great, but he might be. We have 5/6. We can drop this guy. Just gonna drop the 5/6 over there, and our turn is over. Again, our dudes will move at the end of each turn. So stunning your opponents, changing movement speeds, it's a little different. And I guess if you really like CCGs, like having these different elements could definitely enhance the game for you. Personally though, it feels still like I'm playing Shadowverse or Hearthstone, with the map being a little bit different and obviously some different objectives. But it's still, the core gameplay is very similar. It's just the board is a little bit different. I'm not sure if that really changes the game too much. I mean, it just kind of like adds some complexity. Not really complex. It just changes it a bit, but it doesn't really, really change your deck building and gameplay too much. So we are a dunzo in this lane. He destroyed my card there with a spell. Rip. No, my guy's angry. Happy soul. We're both rank 1 scrubs too. Start a turn. All my minis move ahead by 1. So yeah, we lost this lane already. He's already captured one of my Dofuses, and he's going for the right one over here too. We gotta defend this one. He's got a 3/1. I'm not a fan of this shake card. It stuns for a turn, but like I don't want to summon something too strong. Whatever, we can do this. We'll do this guy. All right, drop him there, and our turn. We have nothing else really. We can inflict 1 to his Dofus. We'll do that, and it does 1 damage to his card. His Dofus over there. And obviously, yeah, this is made by Ankama Games, so you can see some of this art style between Wakfu and Dofus in this game as well. It's certainly not an awful game, but I just feel like it doesn't do enough to really differentiate itself, personally. I mean, then again, I don't think Shadowverse does either, but what Shadowverse did that got a lot of people interested was give players a ton of cards. So, oh, this guy's First Strike. Of course I can't beat him. Oops. He attacks before my guy does, so we weren't going to win that fight. We could drop a First Strike over there as well, but we need, it's so inefficient to play a card deck. I wish I had a spell that does 1 damage. There are spells in my deck that do that. It inflicts 2 damage to minions on this round. That's actually good. Let's go play this. And boosh. Alright, that was free. And we got that guy down with a spell, essentially. You can AoE as well with that, too. It'll hit everything in the lane. But the lanes are definitely a little bit different. But again, the core mechanics are still very similar. You have Death Rattle, First Strike. Like, all the abilities in the game are so similar to stuff we've already seen in Shadowverse and Hearthstone. And the gorgeous graphics can definitely carry it a bit. There's only about 300 or so players online on Steam as of this video, but I'm sure there's many more on mobile. This guy's we can put something down over here too. We don't have to worry too much about this lane. It's a fake Dofus, so I'm not worried about that too much. So we can still that's a 7/7. That's not gonna be fun. Oh god, that guy's gonna ruin my day. I'm gonna stun this anyway, just to basically draw a card out of it. Hopefully we draw something good. Now I get this. Inflicts 2 damage and repels a minion by 1 cell. That means it moves him backwards by 1. Hopefully we draw some fun stuff. This 4/5 is going to get destroyed by this dude. I can do 2 more damage plus my 4/6. I need 1 more damage. Oh no. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards, boys. Give me something to draw. Give me something useful and we might have a chance. But this game is not looking good. He's killing my fake Dofus, and just, it's kind of weird that, like, you could lose a game because like you're kind of rushing to kill enemies Dofus, and it's a fake one, and he's got a real one. So it's very weird that there's this much RNG into the game. But then again, a lot of these card games are kind of built on RNG anyway. So we can play this guy over here too. Maybe we can put Chuck Morris. Clearly a funny name. And are these cards over here respawned as well? So we can put down. This guy only costs 1. So maybe we can do. I kind of want to put this. We'll put this over here. We'll put this guy down over here. And we have a lot of mana still. And we can still do 2 damage to this. And we'll just do that. And then we still have mana. I'm going to go and blow this up back over there. And let's end turn. So after a few turns, you kind of, have incentive to summon again on the other lanes. Because you get these little bonuses the first time you put a minion card down over there. So when he kills this, my fake Dofus, he'll just be able to summon, instead of being able to summon all the way in the back line, he'll get an extra row to summon as well. So it gives him an advantage of being able to summon 2 cards at once on a single lane. So you do get a bonus for killing a fake Dofus, but it still feels very weird that you could potentially lose a game if you're kind of like base racing to kill the guy's Dofus and yours is fake and his was real. So it is definitely a bit odd. Alright, interesting. He's going, I can't lose this one. If he goes for this fake one over there too, I'm fine. By summoning this minion down over here, I kind of made him think this is my real one as well. Targeted minion charges 2 cells, so you can move your cards again with spell cards as well. Whew, we're going to have issues this game too. This is going to be rough. I am totally going to get my salad tossed. Obviously, the game will have some balance issues for a while. A lot of these games do. Oh god. Disaster. So he moved up because of my card. Start of your turn, other minions move up by 1. We can put this guy down and, I mean, we can trade. It's not going to be good, but we can trade. But we got to do it anyway. We can put this guy down over here as well. Actually, I should put something down over here. He's got to put a minion down too, and our turn is over. And we'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to win this game, though. It is definitely not a great game. If we draw great cards, then we can win. But it's going to be rough. If you like these CCGs, give it a try. But honestly, I don't think it does too much different. The best part is, I think, the animations and the fact that there are so many classes. There are like 7 classes you can play. And there are neutral cards, of course, too. But 7 classes gives you a crazy amount of variety with cards that we can play and do crazy combos. And legendary cards in the game have really cool effects too, and can be really fun. But obviously there are balance concerns with legendary cards and whatnot, and we just lost. And rest in pepperoni me. Oh, rip me. My guy's crying. Look at this. And of course, when the game's player base isn't terribly high either, there's always balance issues where, you know, you'll have players playing against higher level opponents and people with better cards, and they can cause some issues. So you can see there are 3, 6, 7, 8 different gods in the game, which is pretty nuts. So you can have that many different kinds of decks essentially. And there's also quite a bit of PvE as well in the game. You can do dungeons and unlock cards that way. And you get rank rewards as well. I think you get a chest at the end of every rank season to get fun rewards. So you can see all of these classes. It's pretty nuts. Let's look at some of the infinite cards or Krosmaga cards. Those are different rares. Let's see all of these. And again, the card art in the game looks really nice, I think. Retrieve your prism, makes the prisms reappear. So there's some really cool, fun mechanics with these cards, with some of the infinite cards. But of course, there are balance concerns with that as well. And being a relatively young game, it'll take a while to iron out those balance issues. And of course, there's always incentive to make the legendary cards stronger, because people, you know, either you can save up for them with in-game currency or buy them outright by buying up packs. You can disenchant the cards you don't like as well. So very similar mechanics to Hearthstone. I think you have 45 card decks and only 3 per card. So again, a lot of similar mechanics to Hearthstone, but with a new look and some slightly different mechanics. I hope the game does well, but personally, I don't think I'll stop playing Shadowverse, Hearthstone, or Faria. I mean, those are the 3 I like the most. Lately, I have been playing still a little bit of Shadowverse. That's the one I've still been playing. And unless they give players a lot of cards or a reason to try this game, I think it's going to have issues. But it's certainly not bad. And it does shake things up a little bit. And it's available on mobile and PC. And you can use the same account on both platforms. So it's not awful. Anyway, guys, we guys want to learn more about Krosmaga. The game name is a bit odd too, isn't it? Krosmaga. If you guys want to learn more about it or play it yourself, do check out the review on MMOs.com on the link below. Anyway, guys, later.